Page 11, repeats and jumps. The top staff, number 1, is marked repeats. These are the various signs that tell you when and where to repeat something or a section of something. The first part of this line of tablature is the single repeat sign. So I'll play that measure up until the repeat sign, the 2 dots there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Repeat to the very beginning. So if there is no opposite 2 dots, you just repeat to the very beginning when you see that initial repeat sign. Then we have in the second measure a repeat section with 2 dots that face to the right, and then as you come to the end of the measure you have 2 dots that face left. So that means repeat within that section of repeat signs. Measure 2 would sound like so. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Repeat. Then we have a third measure of music, followed by what looks sort of like a percent sign. And that sign is for repeating everything that happened in the previous measure. Sometimes you might have several of those signs in a row, which means repeat that previous measure over and over for as many times as you see that repeat measure sign. So, from the third measure to the end, this should sound like so. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Repeat that. So now I'll play the entire top line with all the interpretations of the repeats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Number 2, skips and jumps. The primary idea of this line is to show you how to interpret first and second endings. If you look over to the third measure, you'll see it has a bracket numbered 1 from the beginning of the measure to the end of the measure. You repeat at the end of that bracket 1 to the beginning again, or in this case to the opposite repeat sign. Then you continue playing a second time. You must leave out bracket number 1 the second time and just skip to bracket number 2 to complete the piece of music. I will play through it and attempt to talk through it to help you read the road map. This is number 2, skips and jumps. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Keep going. Repeat. skip to bracket 2. Sounds like my roast is done. Let me go through the whole line again without the talk through so you can follow the repeats for yourself. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and